The NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5. Get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code NBA SGPN. Yes, sir. We are here with another edition of the NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. No me, no voice, no guys. Me, really real, villain, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. Hey, I seen the five of you that left when you realized that this was a solo show with just me. And then Scott's not here because Scott is off frolicking about doing Scott things. But I saw those five of you that left. I saw it. It happened immediately. Thought I didn't see it, but I saw it. There was five that left. Shout out to the four that stayed. Shout out to the more that have joined since. Everybody is here. That's all we have going on. Just me. 12 game slate and me talking about it. Hopefully we won't get too distracted. Hopefully this won't take too long. Hopefully this is not the last time I get to do this because I like to just get to sit here and just talk and rap with the chat. Chat's going. D Johnson's in the chat, ready to go. Shout out Free Sauce, JR. He's ready to go. Everybody's here. We're about to start this up. I'm getting down to the slate. Actually, I got to recap yesterday because it's crazy. Scott's not here and he doesn't get to face the music with me that we double locked the Spurs. And I mean, what the heck did the Spurs have going on yesterday? But this is how my yesterday went.
How about if you sweep it out?
What's the point? I can't do anything right.
You'll do fine.
Hey pal, you just blowing from stupid town?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the Spurs, man. They just kind of like Memphis was just in control of that game. They shot like 32. Was it 32%? Is that what they ended on? It was something in the 30s. It was really bad. Like nothing. Hey, they couldn't buy a bucket. Nobody could buy a bucket. Ended up shooting 37%. 37% from the field, 31% from three. Really bad. Got out rebounded, out assisted, like everything, just outplayed by Memphis, who didn't shoot the ball well on their own part. Like both of these two teams shot under 40%. It was a really, really ugly game, and Memphis came out on top. That sucks. Oh, the chat really, really, really is going now. Holy crap. But yeah, no, and yeah, shout out JT did. He was talking about the Spurs look kind of weird last night. So shouts out to you. Chat's going so fast, I can't even keep up with it. Let's see here. What else did Miami didn't get going? However, I did get Washington. We were heavy on Washington yesterday. Washington plus 7.5. Washington money line. I did get that. I should have made them my dog. Didn't get the Miami and the Washington parlay. That kind of sucked, but it is what it is. And then the Lakers pulled it out. And shouts out to Luka and Ayton being able to get that done. Almost cashed underdog Anthony Davis. 19 points. He had 19 and 16. It was a smooth little game, but not enough scoring for the Dallas and the Kings game. Anthony Davis, not the biggest efficiency there. All right. Let's see. Let's get into it's 12 games in the slate. Let's go ahead and get into it. First, making sure everybody knows, get all of our free picks and podcasts over there at the SGPN app. All you have to do is download the app, type in SGPN into your app store, and that is it. You will get the free access to NBA, WNBA, MLB. You got what else is there? Hockey, sports gambling podcast, all the picks, podcasts, college experience, all of it, everything, all over there on the app. Make sure you go get it. Yeah, man. Ayton was wild at first, yo. Like he wasn't even trying to play at first. And then not Steve Kerr, JJ Redick took him out and came back in the game. He was playing way more aggressive and actually looked like he wanted to play basketball. But I'm glad he tapped out of it because in the first 14 minutes of DeAndre Ayton were uninspiring. All right, let's talk about the slate. Let's see here. First game up on the docket. We've got this line shifted around. Toronto Raptors on the road going to play the Charlotte Hornets. Raptors are laying 1.5 currently. 230.5 is the total. injury report for these two teams, and we have for the Charlotte Hornets. Con Knipple came back last game, played last game, had a really smooth game. And talked about in that win over the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's looked like he's going to go. Brandon Miller is probable. Diabite is probable as well. Salon is questionable. Still no Cockburn, still no Plumlee, and still no Jakoperto for the Toronto Raptors. So a lack of bigs in this game overall. You just look at no Plumlee, no Cockburn, no Jakoperto. It kind of cancels each other out. Diabite has had some pretty good games against the Toronto Raptors here. And if you actually look at it, these two teams played, this is the fourth time they played this season. Fourth and last matchup. So we've got a good little bit of intel here. 2-1 for the Charlotte Hornets in this series already. I think I'm on the Charlotte side of things. Charlotte's playing a lot better. They did just get the win against OKC. Do I kind of want to fade that? Yes, but with the Toronto Raptors, it's just been very, very questionable with them at certain times for me. They did get RJ Barrett back. He has been playing well for them. So that is something that could sway me over to that side of the ball here. Let's see. Anything else? I think the overall defense for the at least the past two games for the Charlotte Hornets really been up 99 to Chicago, who was a really fast-paced offense, and then 97 to Oklahoma City. And we know how Oklahoma City gets down. So I'm kind of 50-50 here. Charlotte's 8-2 ATS in their last 10 games. Charlotte's been playing well. Con Knipple's back in the lineup. He's playing really, really well for them. The only question mark I really have about the Charlotte Hornets is the interior defense and the lack of the bigs that they have right now. But I mean, it's not like this Toronto Raptors team is one of those teams that can really exploit that without Jakoperto in the lineup here. So I think I am going to actually just kind of go with the home team. Give me Charlotte. Be able to get this done in this matchup. Let's look, break this down a little bit more. We got Toronto Raptors on the road who have been okay. They've been solid on the road, able to win games. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Charlotte. Charlotte's hot right now. Ingram probably does have a really good game. This is Ingram coming back home to North Carolina. He's played a bunch of games in North Carolina, but I could see a smooth Ingram game, but I just think the Charlotte Hornets team is going to be able to compete. They've been really, really good ATS recently. Like I said, 8-2 on the season, 21-15. I mean, sorry, 8-2 and over their last 10 games, 21-15 on the season, 19-12 as a dog. I like this spot for them. I say the Charlotte Hornets, go ahead. This is a team that they just kind of have their number. They've covered all of the games this season against this Toronto Raptors team. They've won two of them outright. I'll take the Charlotte Hornets, but very, very close. I wouldn't be mad if somebody picked it one way or another here. 230.5 is the total. Charlotte's been playing better defensively, and I know Toronto can get up defensively. You would think over, but this is probably a sneaky under game. So it's kind of how I feel about that one. Let's see what's next here. We've got Shot, North Carolina, 704, 252. That's where Brandon Ingram is from. Oh boy, a bunch of country bumpkins out there. I'll tell y'all that right now. Be careful going out to the 2-5. All right, where are we at? The Chicago Bulls. What do they have? On the road, going to play the Detroit Pistons. Pistons laying 11.5, 231.5 is the total. Injury report. Kobe White, questionable. He did play last game, came off the bench, 25 minutes, trying to work him back in. Not the best of games. Buzelis is questionable, but he was seen participating in shoot-around earlier. Jalen Smith, Josh Giddey, Zach Collins all out. Cade Cunningham, probable. Duncan Robinson, probable. Karis LeVert, probable. Jalen Duren and Tobias Harris, both out for the Detroit Pistons. Am I missing anything here, folks? I'm looking over at the chat. Chat, am I missing anything in this one? It's easily Detroit. I mean, I know I bet Detroit all the time, and I know I have enough futures on Detroit this season. Very, very heavy in the Detroit private stock. What are we talking about here? We kind of had the game like that game after the game. And that's where I folded with taking Orlando over Chicago last week, is because it was the game after Kobe White went down, the game after Giddey got down, the team got up, kind of used that energy, went and got a win. After that, they get blown out by Charlotte, scored 99 points. I just mentioned in the previous game. And then they lose by 14 to the Boston Celtics, who have been playing great ball recently. Like, I think this is just an Kobe White's not 100% healthy. This Bulls team without a healthy Kobe White, without a healthy Josh Giddey, just really doesn't look that good. Vucevic is just a shell of himself, doesn't play any defense on the inside. Like, I think this is going to be a really big game for Isaiah Stewart, Paul Reed, be able to just keep going on the inside and attacking Vucevic, forcing him to defend. We'll see what Cade Cunningham and his team is going to be able to do, but I think the offense is going to be fine. They have their guys coming off the bench that are going to be able to help them out. Levert's going to be in this game. Like, I'm not worried about Jalen Duren and Tobias Harris not playing in this one, because they were able to figure it out without Duren and put up, what is that, 31 on the New York Knicks. So it feels easy. I'm with JR. I am with JR. It feels very, very easy. And I could see Vucevic having his own little bit of a scoring game here in his own right. But like, come on, man. I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer. This is potential lock territory. I just don't know what the Chicago Bulls are going to be able to do to keep up with Detroit in this one. Maybe Detroit lets them hang around for a half, maybe, but by the end of the game, I just think they're going to pull away. So give me Detroit laying 11.5. Let's see. That's super, super chalk play there too. Where's my drop? There we go.
Who's got the chalk?
Yeah. Let's see. Detroit held last 6 centers like Vucevic and Cat under their line. Oh, so talking about taking the Vucevic under. Yeah. They're talking about the Vucevic under. Yeah, man. Heavy, like, especially if Duren was playing. I would have liked it more if Duren was playing, but Isaiah Stewart's a really tough defender as well, so I'm not mad at it. All right, 231.5 is the total under, because I think Chicago's not going to be able to score on Detroit today. Let's see. All right, next game up. Still in the 7 o'clock window on the East Coast, we have the Washington Wizards on the road going to play the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't think that even really matters. 76ers laying 13.5 in this game. 234.5 is the total injury report. Nothing to report for the Wizards, because they're just coming off of a second leg of a back-to-back. They did just beat the Orlando Magic yesterday. Been playing really good ball recently. I think they've won, 5 of their last 7 games. And you've got the Joel Embiid questionable for the 76ers. Kelly Oubre is questionable. He didn't play that last game against the Nuggets. And Trendon Watford is questionable. Yeah, so last game, none of the starters for the Nuggets played, and the 76ers lost that game. I mean, Jalen Pickett, 7 threes, like, had himself a game, looked really good. I don't really know what to make of the 76ers anymore. I mean, it's they had a cool little game from Joel Embiid and from Tyrese Maxey. Even VJ Edgecombe came alive in the fourth quarter, but like Paul George did nothing. They didn't really get anything else from nobody else. Like, it just didn't all materialize. And honestly, kind of felt like Nick Nurse wasn't doing anything out there. Like, he was just letting them go out there and play. Like, it was just no adjustment for the fact that this team was like, he was getting outcoached by David Ottoman. And 2, the fact of like the team just did not care. Like, they just did not get up for the moment at all. Like they just felt like they were going to figure it out. Like, even in the last few seconds of the game, defensively, it was just throw doubles at Joel, and then nobody else kind of made a play. And it was like, all right, well, give the ball to VJ because VJ is so good in clutch this season, and they didn't even do that. So it's just a horrible out coaching job of David Adelman to Nick Nurse, and it's like, does it give me any confidence about Nick Nurse at all, especially with how this Washington Wizards team is playing right now? Because they've been playing really, really solid ball, and I get they're on the second leg of a back to back, but like, what I mean, Denver was on the second leg of a back to back, and they just beat Philly outright. That's Denver was just on the second leg of a back to back, so like. I don't. I'm not. I'm good off of Philly. That I learned my lesson. I wow. If y'all can hear that lawnmower, I apologize. But yeah, I'm really good. I'm really good off of Philly right now. I think I just learned my lesson with that. So give me Washington plus the points. I think they'll figure it out. They've been playing their best ball all season right now, currently. So I'm just going to continue and rolling with that train. Washington Wizards plus the points. I'm not mad at anybody that wants to sprinkle on the money line with how Philly played around with Denver that last game. I'm not mad at it at all. All right. Let's see here. Joel might sit. Yeah, chat's thinking Joel might sit. Letdown. Yeah, could potentially be a letdown spot for the Wizards, but Wizards been playing solid ball, and they've won multiple games in a row. Like it was the two game they just won two games in a row, beating the Bucks and the Nets. I get that's a difference in competition, but like Philly just, I don't know. I saw that game and I just can't. I really can't be on Philly today. There's too many points, so I'll take the Wizards. All right. Let's see here. Before I get to the next game of the slate, gotta remind everybody about Kalshi. Make sure you go tap in with Kalshi, and they are a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states. Every state you can tap into Kalshi. You can trade markets, including NFL, college football, college basketball. But like, even if you trade those markets, you don't have to trade the actual game. They have so many different options right now. You can actually go on Kalshi, and yesterday Kevin Stefanski was the leading trading option on call sheet, but right under that, John Harbaugh. So you might be able to get some nice little chunk of change for John Harbaugh to be the next head coach of the New York Giants over there on call sheet. Make sure you go check it out. Hey, and new call sheet customers can get $20 when they use promo code SGPN. That is KALSHI. Promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. You can win up to 5,000 times your entry. All you got to do is head over there to Underdog, pick higher or lower your favorite player's fantasy stats, except Cat, unless you're doing a lower, because, Cat's not good for anything. Other than that, you can win up to 5,000 times your entry. So make sure you go over there, check them out over there at Underdog. Hey, new customers can play just $5. Get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code NBASGPN. That is play $5. Get $75 in bonus funds when you sign up with promo code NBASGPN. All right, let's check in on the chat. What's chat talking about here? Let's see. B-Ball Paul. Wow. Look at that. If he had a game, it would probably be against the Bulls. Kelly Oubre might be back. Yeah, possibly. All right. They talked so bad about John Harbaugh. I'm sure if he's a good coach. Nah, sometimes you just need a change of scenery. I think John Harbaugh and the Giants would be a good match. I do really like Kevin Stefanski as well. Only Joe Shane can mess this up. That's it. Only person that could possibly mess this up, Joe Shane. All right. Denver Nuggets on the road. Going to play the Boston Celtics. Celtics laying 9.5, 232.5 is the total injury report. Two teams, and we have for the Denver Nuggets. So they could be getting reinforcements. They could not. We've been seeing Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon as questionable for the past couple of games. Tim Hardaway Jr. is also questionable. He did not play in that last game either. Jamal Murray is questionable. They sat him that last game probably just for injury maintenance because he had been playing a lot of minutes. It was second leg of a back-to-back. I expect Jamal Murray for sure to play in this one. Maybe Tim Hardaway Jr. We'll see about Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown, but they could play. This could be a full, a lot of reinforcements for the Denver Nuggets. And they could use it because Boston's been playing really well and they have a clean injury report. Chat. I don't know because if you sat here and told me that this Denver Nuggets team got the reinforcements, and yeah, Jamal Murray plays, yeah, Eric Gordon plays, yeah, Christian Brown plays, and it doesn't really mean anything because all of those guys have their little health issues. Two of them are working their way back from pretty serious injuries. Yep, Tim Hardaway Jr. We don't know what we're going to get out of him, and that could really just kind of throw the whole cohesion off. Whereas they just had all the backups playing; those guys have been playing on the B team the whole time. This whole time, uh, training camp all the way through the season, they were playing on the B team. They felt comfortable with each other, and they knew what to do with each other. So like with the reinforcements, I don't know, but it's like when you expect Boston to get a win, that's really when they let you down, man. And so, not really certain. I mean, they've been packing teams up out of here though. Handled Sacramento, beat Utah by 10 in Utah. That's actually a very, very good feat. They beat Utah by 10 in Utah. You need to point that out. Beat Sacramento by 14 on the road. Handled the Clippers, where you only allowed them to score 115. You only allowed Sacramento to score 106. Uh, Chicago only got to 101. You beat them by 14. Like it just seems like the Celtics are just going to do enough. Like it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be anything to write home about. But like they just kind of end up with the cover in this game. So I guess Boston minus 9.5, but I kind of just want to fade Denver off of that game. And it's Joe Mazzulla as head coach. And what I will say the difference, and give Joe Mazzulla his credit, the difference between Joe Mazzulla and Nick Nurse is that Nick Nurse allowed his team to be complacent. Joe Mazzulla is actually a psychopath, and he probably is over there telling the Boston Celtics that this Denver Nuggets team is coming off of a 2-3 time championships, and they've been talking so much crap, and there's some kind of hidden animosity between Denver and Boston or something like that. Like he's probably really, really getting into their heads to get them ready to go. So like yeah, I guess I could talk myself into Boston more. I could talk myself into Denver this game, but I don't really feel the best about it. To be honest, total don't really have a good feel about that. The 232.5 really don't have a good feel about that at all. Like it could be Denver not being able to score and Boston shows up defensively, but like it could also be Denver just continues to stay hot with all the backups. Like I don't know who's playing. It doesn't make me feel good about the game. Let's see. Boston first half splits. I actually think I have that here, JR. Hold on. Let's see here. Boston Celtics. In the first half this season, they are 18, 16, and 1, 5 and 7 as a home favorite. No. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. I'm wrong. That was something else. Okay. First half, ATS, Boston Celtics, 21, 13, and 1. 21, 13, and 1, 8 and 4 as home favorites in the first half. Pretty good right there. 4 and 1 as a road dog. 20 and 16 in the first half for the Denver Nuggets. Let's break that down. Last 10 games. 6 and 4, 5 and 5. 6 and 4 for the Nuggets, 5 and 5 for the Celtics. Last 5 in the first half. Celtics 3 and 2, Nuggets 3 and 2. So there you go. Don't know if that helps you or not. Next up, Orlando on the road, going to play the Brooklyn Nets. Nets are catching 1.5 at home. 222.5 is the total. Injury report, these two teams, and we have for the Orlando Magic nothing to report. Why? Because they were too busy losing to the Washington Wizards. And Nick Claxton is available for the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, so I mean, Orlando's on this win lose thing, and I kind of want to buy into that. They just haven't been playing well. They're on the road in this spot. don't really feel good about that. Their only win on the road actually was the Pacers. So they beat that Pacers team on the road. They beat Pacers twice in their last 5 games. That's your only 2 wins. It's actually nothing to respect at all whatsoever. At least the Brooklyn Nets can hang their hat on. They beat Minnesota and they beat Denver. Although Denver is kind of a Michael Porter Jr. revenge game, they got the win against Denver. So I I have a hard time trusting the Orlando Magic right now on the road in any aspect at this point. And it's really because they lost the game outright to the Wizards. They're kind of playing this weird game with Jalen Suggs where we're like, hey, just go ahead and set him and bench him. And it just seems like this team just doesn't quite have it figured out on the road like they do at home here. And so I'm not going to be a believer. They found a way to lose to that Chicago Bulls team that had no Kobe White, no Josh Giddey on the road, lost outright, lost to Washington right after that, where, yes, Washington's playing better, but you still lost that game outright. I got to think that they're going to struggle with a Brooklyn Nets team that has been playing their best ball of the season. I understand that they had a little bit of a letdown with Washington, with Houston, with Golden State, but like this is the best ball that they've been playing all season. And I think this is actually the worst that Orlando has looked. I don't know if this is a bounce back spot for them after what happened yesterday. Maybe it is. Maybe they continue the on again, off again thing that they've been doing, but I'm gonna fade that. Give me Brooklyn. I'll say Brooklyn at home here. Not really anything I feel really great about, to be honest. But and could I see Brooklyn playing a close game and maybe Paolo Banchero bailing them out at the end? But like the fourth quarter offense just hasn't been good, and so if Jordy Fernandez, who I think is a really good head coach, just hey, if we neutralize Paolo Banchero in that fourth quarter, they're not going to do much, and maybe we can come out of here with the win. Then I think that they'll be able to get it done. So I'll say Brooklyn. Let's see. Yeah. So D Johnson thinks Orlando should win after yesterday's tragedy. I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, but I suggest everyone tread lightly or target unders and lots of back to backs going on. Yeah, it is. It is a lot of back to backs going on. Jr. likes Brooklyn. JT says fuck the Magic. Okay. All right. KD rebound stay. We'll get to that for sure. All right, let's keep it going. Next game up on the docket. We've got the New Orleans Pelicans on the road going to play the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks are laying 10.5. 246.5 is the total injury report. I think I saw Trey questionable earlier. Yeah, Trey is questionable. Nothing reports from New Orleans. They just, lost it. It was closer. It was close. They probably could have had a chance to win the game, to be honest, but the New Orleans Pelicans lost to the Los Angeles Lakers yesterday, so they are on the second leg of a back-to-back. Trey, questionable. Yeah, 10.5 points. I mean, what do I feel good about taking 10.5 points with the Atlanta Hawks in this form that they're playing right now? Like, if anybody's on Hawks laying 10.5 and has an argument, please let me know, especially if Trae Young looks like he's going to play. I mean, I just have to assume that Trae's not going to play. They're literally talking on every major news network about how the Hawks and Trae Young are both mutually looking for a trade and that they agree that this is not working anymore. Why would you play him? I understand. What are you trying to make him have a good game so he looks like he has some trade value? Like, yeah, if no Trae, I'm with free sauce. If no Trae, then give me Jalen Johnson triple double all the way. Okay, Oyeka Kongwu got downgraded like 20 minutes ago. He did. I did actually see that. Onyeka Kongwu illness downgraded to questionable. We'll see if he plays. Yeah, I'm really good. I'm really good on anything Hawks laying this amount of points. I get maybe Porzingis has a good game here. Actually, I would probably bet Porzingis to have a good game here going up against Derek Queen and the fact that he's not going to be able to stop anything on the inside. Porzingis at 15.5. He probably pulls the queen out of the paint to hits a couple threes. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Porzingis has a cool little game here. Honestly, probably wouldn't be surprised if the Hawks actually mess around and do cover this 10.5, especially if Trae Young does not play. I actually will take it back. If Trae Young doesn't play, I might actually lay the 10.5 with this Hawks team. But if Trae Young is in the lineup, there's no way I'm laying this amount of points with the Atlanta Hawks. No way. No way. So there you go. There's the answer of what I'm doing in this one. And yeah, the Pelicans are back on downswing. Borrego only had limited time making them good, and now it looks like they're not so good again. So I can understand it, but there's no way I'm laying 10.5 and Trae Young's playing. So if Trae Young plays, give me the Pelicans. If he's not playing, give me the Hawks. Okay, what's next here? D. Johnson said I'm not betting this game. Free Sauce said he likes the under as well. 246.5. Yeah, I could see Trey coming in and messing up the flow of the game, but if that Atlanta Hawks team has no Trae Young to hold them back, and they just can play freely, and it can be a big Jalen Johnson, Kristaps Porzingis game, they might put up a pretty high total. So maybe a Hawks team total over. Free Sauce said he can't back the Pelicans without Sadiq Bey. Not mad at that. Beans asking about Porzingis double-double. Not mad at that at all. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. You got to be careful because I think he's still coming off the bench in limited minutes, but like I think he could have a good game every minute he's on the court. So definitely not mad at that. I wonder what that pays. Let me know. All right, next game up. Los Angeles Clippers on the road going to play against the New York Knicks. Knicks laying 4.5 now. 221.5 is the total. Injury report for my New York Knicks, and they have where's the Knicks on the injury report? There we go. Josh Hart still out, Landry Shamet out. You got James Harden questionable, Derrick Jones Jr. out, Bogdan Bogdanovic out, Bradley Beal. Okay, so I would recommend not taking the Knicks right now. Do what you would feel comfortable doing. Don't want to feel like I'm pressuring anybody to not bet the Knicks if you would like to bet the Knicks, especially my New Yorkers that probably be like, yo, what he be talking about, son? Like, I want to say this. The numbers for the Knicks have been horrible. They can't score. They can't defend. They turn the ball over. They look tired. In fact, I'm pretty sure since the NBA Cup, it was some stat that I saw. It said since the NBA Cup, the Knicks haven't had more than 2 days rest in between any games at all. So like this team looks tired on the court. They're not rebounding the ball well. They're not stopping teams from getting any rebounds. Literally any aspect of the game that you probably would want your team to be good at for them to actually have a chance of winning the game. This Knicks team is not good at it right now. I would completely stay away from this game. JT's calling for the Kawhi MSG game. Could be that. Knicks, fade the Knicks on the road, home. They're low key chalk. I understand that, but the Knicks look horrible right now. I mean, yeah, everybody looks like they're on Kawhi. Oh, 11-20 on that Porzingis double. Wow. Okay. All right. I might have to go get down on it. Yeah, Cat, horrible. The Cup travel, Clippers. Yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I don't think that the Knicks are going to be able to have this one in them. I'm going to take the Clippers plus the 5.5 here. The matchup between Zoo and the centers for the Knicks, I think it'll be a pretty solid matchup between him and Mitchell Robinson. But Cat not good for anything right now, so Big Zoo could find himself in a really good game, especially if he gets a lot of Cat matchups down there inside the paint. Totals at 221.5. Lean under. Don't really feel good about it. Yeah, Knicks are just in really bad form right now. I can't take the Knicks. All right. Before we get to the next game on the slate, actually, got to talk to you about No Vig. number one sports prediction market over there in Novig. Make sure you go check them out. You can actually get down on a whole bunch of options on Novig that you have in any other traditional sports book, except Novig probably has reduced juice on a lot of those options. Like you're going to see a bet that's minus 115. It might be even money over there at Novig. Why would you not take that bet over there at Novig? Go and shop your lines, get the best line, and Novig gives you some of the best lines. So download the Novig app. Get $50 when you spend $5 when you use promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Crushing NFL this season, crushing college basketball this season, crushing NBA this season, a whole bunch of bets that you can go get using the power of data, power of all of that over there. Make sure you, go check out the Rhythms models. Their models have really been really, really good. They give you good player prop models. You have good models for the game, spread, total, all of that. You can make your own models there. Use the sliders, play around with offense, defense, tempo, fouls, however you want to do it. And then, boom, just like that, you can have a whole bunch of data-driven bets. Very, very good, very, very efficient. If you're not using power and data, I don't know what to tell you. So make sure you head over there, promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. All right. Let's see what's next on the slate. What's the chat talking about? Yeah, talking about a Harden game. Let's see here. Somebody said fade Bane on the back-to-back. Okay. Who are we at? Memphis at home, second leg of a back-to-back after getting the win over the San Antonio Spurs. You got them playing the Phoenix Suns. Dylan Brooks back in Memphis. Brooks been playing like a most improved player of the year. Brooks and the Phoenix Suns are laying 4.5 here on the road. 232.5 is the total. Injury report. Nothing for the Memphis side of ball. Pretty clean injury report for the Phoenix Suns side of ball as well. Memphis will submit their injury report later on. They played yesterday. Okay. So I see the angle for the Sun. Brooks back here in Memphis playing this Memphis team. They played in Phoenix earlier this season. Memphis did get the win 114-113. So looking at a pretty nice little revenge spot. Definitely rare home loss at that point in time for the Phoenix Suns. I think that was their first home loss, and they were really, really good around that time at home. So very rare loss for them at home. They've been solid on the road, 9-10 straight up, but 12-7 against the spread, 9-1 against the spread in their last 10 games, 25-11 this season, 13-2. Only 2 games they have not covered as a favorite. So this is a really good Phoenix Suns spot here. Kind of want to fade this Memphis team after getting the win over the Spurs like they did. Still, especially with no Ja Morant in that game. Like, how did the Spurs lose that game? I just don't understand how we beat Ja Morant injury announcement of him being out, and the Spurs still lost. Like, so I think Dylan Brooks is going to get up playing back in Memphis. I think this team is going to get up around him. They get a revenge factor of losing to this team earlier this season. I like how Phoenix been playing. I like how Phoenix has been defending. I think that's the most important part is that Phoenix has been really, really solid on the defensive side of basketball. Look at their last 5 games. Outside of a blemish of 129 point loss to the Cavaliers, where they gave up 129. I'm sorry, I kind of said that weird. You had the loss that they just had to to Houston, where they lost and Houston scored 100. Then they beat OKC, gave up 105. They beat Sacramento, gave up 102. They beat Washington, gave up 101. Like, Ott has this team playing really, really good defense and way above expectation. And the books still haven't caught up to it. And I'm going to continue to keep betting them. So give me the Suns. Figure it out. They got the cover against the Rockets. They've covered 3 straight games. 4 out of the last 5. Yeah, I'm all over the Suns here. Louise tuned in at just the right time. Welcome. Yes, I'm on the Suns. Suns are inevitable. They are. I haven't said that word in a long time. The Suns are inevitable. Very, very good team. So I like them to get revenge here. Potential lot territory and fate in Memphis yet again. Hopefully this time it'll work. I don't know. That really, really blew me yesterday. Phoenix laying 4.5. Good to go. 232.5 is total. What's Memphis team total? Memphis team total is 114.5. I don't know, man. The Suns have been so good defensively. I might take a Memphis team total under 114.5. That seems like a tad bit high. All right. Yeah, the Suns team. Yeah, the Suns do not have their full team. I don't know. I'm still questionable if Jalen Green makes them better or not. We'll see. Hopefully. Suns are pretty good. Jordan Ott, very, very good coach right now. I will say. Very good coach. He has them playing great ball. Okay. OKC. Coming off of a loss against the Charlotte Hornets where they just got destroyed. At home, welcoming the Utah Jazz. Well, that's a nice spot for a bounce back. Laying 17.5. And that's a lot of points, though. 240.5 is total. Ace Bailey's questionable. Kevin Love is out. Georges Niang out. Isaiah Hartenstein out. Alex Caruso's out. Jay Will out. And I saw something earlier that SGA is questionable. Yeah, SGA with a knee injury downgraded to questionable. We'll see if he goes today. I mean, I think it's been a long time since we've seen the Oklahoma City Thunder and what they look like without SGA and how much SGA kills. And I mean, I get that like Dagnall's a good coach and they'll be able to they could find the offense and everything, but like I probably won't bet the Jazz either, but I don't know how I could recommend laying 17.5 with OKC right now. Like honestly, and the fact that the Jazz, even though they have not been good covering on the road, you look at the last two times that they were given this high of a number, 12.5 against Golden State. They did cover the number, lost the game, but they did cover the number on the road in Golden State. They also got 14.5. They got 14.5 against the Clippers. They didn't cover that game. They lost by 17 exact on that one. And then they got 14.5 against the San Antonio Spurs, and they won that game outright on the road. So it's just a lot of points. It's a lot of points, and this is not the point in time that I want to take OKC. So I will go ahead and take Utah. Just give me Utah. Blindly taking Utah. But yeah, man, Presti can press the big red button literally whenever he wants. Literally whenever he wants. Like it doesn't matter. And I think that's also what kind of makes this like cool because it's like he knows he can press the button whenever he wants. And next thing he knows, he's got Giannis on the team. And Milwaukee is just like, please press the pull the lever, Kronk. Please pull the lever, Kronk. All right. Sorry about that. I apologize. Los Angeles Lakers on the road going to play the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs are laying 8.5 now. 237.5 is the total. Injury report. Lakers played yesterday. For the Spurs, they also played yesterday. I know because I bet on them. Now they're expecting me to bet on them again at 8.5. It's really annoying because I have like PTSD from that bet last night, and then you have the fact, and I probably shouldn't have made the bet last night. Could have been looking ahead to this game. Don't really know who's going to play. Is Wemby going to play on the second leg of a back-to-back here? Maybe, potentially. I don't know. We'll see. De'Aaron Fox against the Lakers. So, like, that's something you can kind of feel good about is that De'Aaron Fox has good games against the Lakers. But, like, those games would be close. Now, granted, De'Aaron Fox was on the Sacramento Kings for him, but, like, those games will still be close. I'm just not a believer in the Lakers as a team overall. I don't think that they're actually legit. I think they're fool's gold. And it's just really Luka just kind of saving the day for him a lot of the time. Something tells me I'm gonna be wrong if I say Lakers. I guess give me the Lakers plus 8.5. It's a lot of points. Maybe the Lakers keep it close. San Antonio gets the win by like 5-4. I don't like the interior presence for the Lakers. I don't think they do anything particularly well. I don't think they defend well. The offense just kind of can click at sometimes. Like I don't feel good about maybe a San Antonio team total over. Maybe I could get behind that San Antonio team total over. But like high scoring, it's a high scoring game that falls San Antonio by like 3-4, whatever. I'm so mad about that San Antonio bet yesterday. Okay. I guess I'm taking Lakers plus points. Ham Newton's on the Lakers too. Lakers, if Lakers in trouble, they getting a million free throws. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody thinks the Lakers are horrible too. Hate the Lakers, but gotta take the points here. Yeah, I feel like we gotta do it too. Fox does get up against the Lakers. Lakers don't have good defense against guards. Yeah, I agree. What else? Yeah, that's it. All right. What's next game up? Over. I'll take over. Only like the over. Milwaukee on the road going to play the Golden State Warriors. Warriors are laying 5.5 currently. Looks like it was 6.5 when Scott wrote these up. 229.5 is the total. Injury report. Draymond Green questionable. Gary Payton Jr. questionable. Seth Curry is out. Seth Curry is out. Seth. Torian Prince is the only out for the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, so we got Giannis versus the Warriors. In theory, that should be a pretty good matchup. What does that actually look like in return for Giannis playing against the Warriors, though? Let me go look. Because I feel like this is just one of those things that I feel like in my mind goes right every time, but it could potentially not be good. It could potentially not go right. Oh, well, he at least does well in the first quarter. I accidentally stumbled upon that. Been very been very good in the first quarter recently, Giannis. All right, last game he had 20 against the Warriors, so that's not the best. Steve Kerr, what are you gonna do tonight? He got himself injected. Probably probably addition by subtraction at this point. I'm just not the biggest on Steve Kerr. But also I don't think that this Bucks team is any good, if I'm being honest. Like I kind of just think the Bucks are just kind of riding Giannis as far as they can go, but like it doesn't feel like that like if they're able to slow down Giannis in the game, that anybody else is really gonna get up for the Bucks in this spot. What have the Bucks done on the road recently? Because beating Golden State in Golden State is a task, and you got to have some type of fortitude to be able to get that done. So let's see. Last few road games for the Bucks haven't been scoring the ball well. Been pretty solid defensively. Rebounding's been a question mark. Where's the turnovers? Yeah, horrible turnover rate. Towards the bottom in the league in turnovers on the road. And they're not forcing any back. So that's not going to be any good. Been sending teams to the line a bunch on the road as well. Like it just kind of Bucks road metrics just don't really look that great. And I don't know if that's a team that I kind of want to get behind with this close of a line. And Golden State is at home, 11-5 at home this season. Golden State Warriors. Yeah, give me Golden State. I don't trust the Bucks enough. I really don't even like Golden State, honestly, but I guess give me Golden State to be able to figure it out. If you like the Bucks, just take Giannis. It's gonna need a big Giannis game for the Bucks to be able to win this one. So maybe this team plays some type of defense and keeps Giannis off of having a 30 and 10-5 type of game. But like I'm not. I'm not 100% believer in this Bucks team overall. So I'll take Golden State. Maybe it's a Bucks cover. Golden State wins outright, but give me Golden State. I'll lay the short number, 5.5. All right, let's see. The chat is on Steve Kerr right now. I really hating. Yeah, Steve Kerr's playing 12 people a night right now. He literally has no idea what he's doing. He has no idea what lineup he wants to go with. It's horrible. All right, last game up. Should be a good one too. Houston Rockets on the road going to play the Portland Trailblazers. Houston is laying 6.5. 221.5 is the current total. That total has plummeted. Oh, that total's fell so far. And I kind of respect it. So for the Portland Trailblazers, we have Chris Murray doubtful, Jerami Grant out, Scoot Henderson out, Matisse Thybulle out, Blake Wesley out, Drew Holiday out, of course. Alperen Sengun is out for the Houston Rockets. Okay, so Houston can play some very close games. Not really good in a lot of those games. They did get a good close win with KD hitting that 3 at the end of the game for against the Suns, former team. A little bit of a letdown after that. Portland has played San Antonio close and got the win. Yeah, they got a couple of bottom feeders in New Orleans, Utah, Dallas in there, but like that San Antonio team was really solid. I kind of like where Portland's playing basketball recently. They're riding high. I could see Houston maybe squeaking out a win, but I don't feel good with Houston in a game that the books think is going to be close because they're not good in those games. And Denny Abdi has been playing amazing. I think that the size will be an issue. And so the rebounding is a way that Houston probably could stay in the game. But like the outside shooting just doesn't give me any cause for concern. Like, whereas I legit like the style and the system that Portland is playing with and how they're able to get their offense going. And I'm pretty sure the offense has been really, really good at home recently for them. Where's this Trailblazers team? What's the official number on their offense here at home? There we go. All right, at home, this Trailblazers team, yeah, smooth. 117 per game, close to 120 points per game. Like that means I gotta expect this Rockets team, who is only scoring 115 points on the road this season. I'm not this season in the last 5 games, to find the outside shooting that I think that they're going to need to be able to help them in this spot against the Trailblazers team that's kind of turned it around defensively recently. So like, yeah, give me the Trailblazers plus points. I will take them. Maybe Houston gets the win and they get another close win like they did against that Suns team, but I took the Suns plus the points, and they were on the second leg of back-to-back. I'm going to take the Trailblazers plus the points here at home. 221.5 is total. I like under. Portland has been playing better defense. Rockets, I know, can play good defense, so give me the under there. And that's it. Jabari threes, says JR. Jabari and Kamara threes parlay, says JR. D. Johnson says not too much on the Rockets. Oh, he's talking about the Martinez. Yeah, he's mad because his son's team lost to that Rockets team. So all good. Durant, JR's thinking that Durant double might be live. J Main likes that Durant RA over 9.5. No Sengun. I like that too. That sounds great, actually. Over 9.5 RA. KD be passing. Okay. All right. Well, let me close things out here. Yes, Sengun is out. I think yes, Sengun is out. So lock dog, and let me drop an underdog lineup. It's 12 games to pick from. A lot of options. I really don't want to get this wrong. Yes, Phoenix does look tempting. Fading that Memphis team again does look tempting. I wish I knew if Trey was playing or not. Let me go back and make sure there's no update on the injuries. Nah, no update. Okay. Man, fate in Chicago just kind of seems really easy. I always go back to Detroit though. I don't want to do that again, guys. I'm gonna do it again. Give me the Detroit Pistons laying 11.5. I'm sorry. It does feel really easy. And it could be one of those things that they get me up out of here early in the early slate. I was very close to just taking Phoenix again. I probably should take Phoenix. I might make that a dog and take like Phoenix and maybe an alt or with another play. What else do I like? I do like that Portland play. I do like the Clippers. Knicks at home. I won't fade the Knicks on the money line at home, but I do like that Clippers team. Dog. Do like the Wizards. Yeah, let's go Sun. Let's go Sun 3 and 2 ATS on the back to back. Okay. Not really scaring me off of them. I need to find a dog. I do like Portland. Okay. Let's buy into the Dylan Brooks angle. Because Brooks has been, let's see what the lines are. Brooks has been good. Go back to Memphis, have a good game. I look smart. And they let down. And it probably goes into some type of narrative of this Memphis team is better when Ja doesn't play. So I will take Dylan Brooks to score 20 points. And Grizzlies are 2 and 2 ATS on the second line back to back. Oh, wait, no. I like the Jalen Johnson play. No, give me a Jalen Johnson. I like the Jalen Johnson play more. And just we could catch Jalen Johnson before Trae Young is officially ruled out. They're really trying to trade him. Like, what if, like, come on. So Jalen Johnson, how do I want to take him? The triple double is plus 178. Oh my gosh. That is insane. Plus 178 on the triple double. No way. Let's just have him score 30. There's no interior defense for this New Orleans team. I like Jalen Johnson, 30 plus points, plus 228. And just say he has a good game. Trey doesn't play. He does the scoring. Even if Trey does play, he'll probably defer over to Jalen Johnson, give him a bunch of opportunity and looks. Nipple. Ooh, I do like the Nipple play. Let's throw that in underdog. Chat likes Nipple. I like Nipple. Nipple's been good. Gives me a chance to fade this Raptors team as well. So we'll go with Nipple. Higher, 18.5 points. Throw that in underdog. We will. Oh, what did I say? Did I say something, Paul? I said, oh, my boy, my bad. I didn't even. What I say? Don't say it. Don't say it. It's cool. We don't even have to talk about it no more. We ain't even got to talk about it no more, Louise. Let's see here. What? Why would he still say it? Come on, man. It's crazy. Insane. All right. What else are we doing at underdog? I have who has De'Aaron Fox against the Lakers is a play. That Lakers front court can't guard anything either. Especially, yeah. So I can go De'Aaron Fox just having a good game against the Lakers. 19.5. Yeah. De'Aaron Fox can get to 20 on the Lakers. So De'Aaron Fox higher 19.5, especially Devin Vassell injury. And then what else? I like that KD RA play that somebody said earlier. So let's go play that. KD higher 9.5 RA. So We're going to have Con Knuckle higher 18.5 points. De'Aaron Fox higher 19.5 points. Kevin Durant higher 9.5 RA. Put that in Underdog. Shake it up. You're going to get 5.16x. $100 gets you $516 over there at Underdog Fantasy. Or you can use your 50% profit boost like me, and it's going to be 7.24x. So there you go. Anything else from the chat? Let's see. All right, let's just go ahead and wrap this one up. I did take Detroit 11.5 as my lock. I took Jalen Johnson for 30 plus points for my dog. I took Con Knuckle higher points. We have De'Aaron Fox higher points. Kevin Durant higher RA for the underdog lineup. All right, that's it. Okay, chat's killing me now. Now I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. The chat is calling me out. I gotta go. I'm at really real __. Make sure you give me a follow at SGPN NBA, YouTube.com/NBA Gambling Podcast. Subscribe, like, comment, all of that stuff. And for the podcast, if you're listening on podcast, 5-star rating and review. And if you're not listening on podcast, go over to podcast, give us a 5-star rating and review. It takes 2 seconds. Appreciate it. Other than that, that's it. Nothing else saying, nothing else do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just gonna end it like this. We are